Hey guys, I'm going to be sharing with you my recipe for an easy and absolutely delicious and flavorful fried chicken. Now I have some culantro leaves here, a bunch of culantro leaves that I have washed and they're cleaned, and I'm going to go ahead and mince this really finely. Now you can also use cilantro for this, or if you want to make it even easier on yourself, go ahead and use some green seasoning. But I'm just going to go ahead and mince my culantro leaves really fine, make sure they're really nice and finely minced and chopped up, as well as several cloves of garlic. I'm just going to go ahead and have those really nice and finely minced as well. Just mince that up and cut it up real nice and fine. And then now we're going to go over to our chicken. Now to our chicken pieces here, I have some legs and I have some thighs with the skin on. I have just trimmed off all the excess skin and fat from my chicken. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to generously season this with salt and pepper. Now remember, this is a really quick and easy recipe, but it's really good. So we're going to season it with some salt as well as a good amount of black pepper. Black pepper has really great flavor. It's really going to help season and flavor this chicken really well. Now after we have done that, we're going to go ahead and add in our finely chopped up culantro or bandana leaves as well as our garlic. Now we're going to start adding in our spices. I'm going to add in some granulated onion or onion powder, as well as some chili powder. Also some cayenne pepper. Add some lovely flavor, not too much heat, but really lovely flavor in the back. We're going to go in with some paprika. As well as a little dash of dried oregano, and of course all the amounts will be listed below in the description box for you guys. And we're going to use a little bit of cumin powder. After that, we're just going to go ahead and add in one large egg, and we're just going to mix this up with our hands. Now what I'm looking for is for the egg and all these ingredients to coat the chicken. I'm going to end up using 2 large eggs for this because I want the chicken to have the moisture of the egg. I want the egg to be sticking to the chicken. If your chicken is a little bit too dry, go ahead and add another egg, but you don't want it to be swimming in too much liquid, so 2 eggs is perfect for this. This is 4 legs and 4 thighs, and mix that all in really well. Get all of the seasonings and all of the spices all over your chicken. And what I like to do is take a piece of your chicken and pull the skin back and place some of the seasoning as well as the spices mixture and rub it into your chicken. That way you have the flavor on the breading and on the crust as well as in the chicken, in the meat itself. So you have the seasonings on the crust and on the breading as well as in the meat itself. So it's still it's delicious and flavorful. Mix that all around, and the longer, sorry about that, but the longer you let this sit, the better the flavor of the chicken is actually going to be. So if you can do this overnight, that is the best scenario for this. The longer you let it sit, the better. Let's go ahead and get started on our easy little crust or breading mixture. In the bag here, in the Ziploc bag, I have some all-purpose flour, and to that I'm going to also season that with some salt and black pepper. So I've seasoned that with salt and black pepper, and we're just going to go ahead and also add in some dried oregano, as well as some chili powder, some cayenne pepper, also some paprika, And again, all the amounts will be listed below in the description box for you guys. I'm going to also add some cumin to that, as well as some onion powder and garlic powder. Now, I didn't add any garlic powder to the chicken because I already seasoned the chicken with the garlic. So going in with the garlic powder and the onion powder, and we're just going to go ahead and close up our bag and give this a really nice shake around to make sure that all of those spices and everything is really well combined throughout in the flour. Now we're going to get one of our chicken pieces. I'm going to put about 2 or 3 in the bag at one time. I don't want to overcrowd it. I want to make sure also that each piece of chicken is getting coated lovely in the flour. So I'm going to go ahead and put about 2 to 3 pieces depending on the size of your chicken and just mix them around in the flour to make sure that it is really well coated in the flour. I also have a plate that I'm just going to take these out and place them on, as well as some vegetable oil that is heating up on my stove. So I'm just going to place my chicken pieces in on my plate here, and if you've noticed that any pieces missed the flour somehow, just go ahead and get a little bit of flour and kind of just pat it on there. I'm going to finish up with all my rest of pieces of chicken here. You can also just take the pieces of chicken and just toss them around several times in the flour to make sure that it's getting really well coated. And then we're just going to go ahead and start frying these up. Now I have some vegetable oil in my pot that is on medium heat, and we're going to go ahead and place in a piece of chicken. And we're going to place in one at a time. We're going to go ahead and place in one piece of chicken and just wait for the oil temperature to raise back up again. So after about maybe 20 to 30 seconds, I'm going to go place in a second piece of chicken. You don't want to overcrowd your pot, and I really should have used a bigger pot here. I don't know why I didn't, but this worked just fine. And I'm just going to cook these for about 7 minutes on each side. After 7 minutes or so, depending on the size of your chicken, I'm going to go ahead and flip it and cook it for another 7 minutes on the other side. And then after that second 7 minutes, so about 7.5 minutes, 15 minutes in total, I'm going to go ahead and give it a third flip, and just to darken up the color to your liking. Just cook it until you like it to get nice deep golden brown color. So another 3 minutes or so. So in total, maybe about 18 minutes or so will be just fine until they're nice and golden brown and fully cooked through. I'm going to place it on a plate that I have lined with some paper towels or napkins, and that is it. Your chicken is done. These are super easy. They're super delicious. There's flavor running throughout the entire chicken. The breading is full of flavor. The inside of the chicken is full of flavor. The meat itself is super full of, you probably guessed it, flavor. If any of your pieces of chicken are sitting and they've kind of absorbed the flour a little bit, it's kind of gotten a little bit moist, just dab it in the extra flour or excess flour that you have on the plate or back in the ones in your bag, and then just go ahead and fry it up. And that is it. These chicken pieces are done. They're delicious. I hope that you guys enjoy this recipe. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell to be I put up a next recipe, because pretty soon I'm going to be putting up an amazing home cooking original recipe again that is out of this world, one of the best desserts that you'll ever have. By the way, serve this chicken with my homemade KFC biscuits. Well, I'll have that link for you, and these are super delicious. I hope that you guys enjoyed this recipe. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.